Hey everybody, Coach Mark again at Evolve Training Center with another move of the month. This month I'm going to give you guys 3 tips on how to utilize the ring effectively. The first one is center control. Now, utilizing a partner or not, but I'm going to use a partner, have your imaginary partner or your real partner in the middle. What you want to do is circle around your opponent. Circle around your opponent knowing exactly where you are. You don't want to go back too much because now your back's up against the ropes. Rather, use circular movements to the right or to the left. It's a practice. If you have a partner, they might be able to move around to and fro, back to the left and to the right. If they do that, let's say, comes forward, I continue my circular movement with discipline, okay? Don't let your opponent back you up. Circular movement. Number 2, lateral movement. Utilize your ropes. So what I'm gonna have your partner do is they're against the ropes. Of course they want to escape. You have a good position with your opponent against the ropes. Use lateral movement to keep them there and to sort of trap your opponent. So if your opponent wants to move to his left, I'm going to laterally move to my right, keeping a perpendicular angle towards the ropes and my opponent. If they move the other way, I slide and keep them up against the ropes the best I can. Stay away from the cat and mouse game. If they want to go to the right, their left, don't follow their line because now they're gone. Rather, cut them off, keep the distance between you and your opponent relatively the same, and keep them perpendicular to that rope. Use lateral movement to keep your opponent perpendicular to the ropes, trap them up. All right, number 3. Getting out of the corner. This is an important one to practice because I think all of us at a certain point get trapped up against the corner. Well played on your opponent for getting you there, but now we got to get out. My opponent, of course, is going to want to take control, take advantage of me being in corner. I have nowhere to go relatively. They're going to be firing away. So what I like to do is I like to draw my opponent with a little bit, get them a little bit more confident into over firing. So they actually come closer and try to get as many shots off as they can. Now, if they make a mistake on getting too close, I'm gonna pick the deviation my opponent is on. At this point, my opponent is on my right. So that makes my job to get out to my left. I'm gonna go out to my left. Maybe I'll take my back of my hand. I'm gonna swing it around the back of my opponent and spin out, putting my opponent against the corner now. From here, I can decide whether I want to attack or back off and get back to center. Again, utilizing the art of deviation. If they deviate to my left, my escape route is now going to be to my right. I step over, maybe I take my guide hand, throw my opponent against the corner, and now I can fire. Spin out of the corner, get yourself out, go back to center, or continue to attack. Getting out of the corner.